What if I told you that something that is the easiest thing you could practice in order to be fulfilled, successful, and truly happy? Would you do it? What if I told you it could give you yourself something that would lead you to a fulfilling, free life? What if I told you it could empower you and let you see everything around you with clarity and sharpen your perception? Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? What I'm talking about is truthfulness. Simply being truthful. Truthfulness within yourself helps you to find answers. It gets you to the place that you really want to be faster because you're living how you truthfully and really feel. Your intuition will give you a feel for what's in harmony with your heart. And you know to trust this because you've been honest with yourself. And you've been honest and you've avoided the distraction and frustration of lies. I wonder where truthfulness went. Today's headlines are all over the place about truthfulness or lack of it. The President of the United States is the worst, to say the least. And he's the leader? When did this become acceptable? And I'm wondering how to get it back. I feel like lying is an epidemic. So I pondered this question. How did this get people to be more truthful? And I read several articles and quotes, and one that specifically comes to mind is one by Christopher Connors, and it's called Honesty and How It Benefits You. And he states in this article, first he says, you have to start by being truthful with yourselves. It starts with you, and then you can transfer it to others. So start today. First, just by being as honest as you can with yourself. Be honest about your thoughts, your words, your actions, your wants. Don't lie to yourself because truthfulness and honesty helps you find answers. Being more truthful and understanding what truthfulness can do for you is actually better for your health, and it will empower you. By working on truthfulness within ourselves, we become more honest and respected. By being more honest and truthful, we'll automatically transfer this and infect others in your personal relationships or business relationship and in the community or society as a whole. With your relationships, with your children, your family, your co-workers, being truthful in your actions and your speech will get you respect. Truthful people become the people who others want to be around. These people are influenced by you and your actions. Your truthfulness will gain the attention of others. So how are we going to do this? Well, we have to, first of all, teach our children, teach our loved ones, teach our family members. It takes a lot of courage for anyone at any age to tell the truth. Teach a child to be brave enough to fess up. Teach people how much you value their honesty. Like, talk with your children. Explain to them that how much you value honesty in your family. Tell them how important it is that you can always count on each other to tell the truth, even when it's scary, even when it's difficult. Most importantly, model truthfulness within yourself. You can't expect people to be truthful and honest with you if you're lying. Everyone has the ability to be honest, but if you don't practice it, your children or the people in your relationships, you'll develop bad habits. You'll cut corners, you'll fudge and telling white lies because sometimes it's easier. Why do people lie? The article states that most reasons people lie is because they're lazy or because they're just afraid. So again, teach your children not to be afraid. So how do we fix truthfulness in society? I mean, there's countless stories about the president, one of them stating in the Washington Post that President Trump President Trump, has made more than 5,000 false or misleading claims since his presidency in 601 days at the time of this article. That's an average of 8.3 false claims a day. This article was by Natasha Back, and it states in this article that he tells the truth when he can. He tells the truth when he can. What does that mean? Is lying and dishonesty so acceptable today? And when did this become acceptable? And how do we fix this? How do we stop the epidemic? How do we get back to truthfulness? And the only way I see this happening, the only thing I've come up with, is by first becoming more truthful with ourselves, teaching our young the value and importance of truthfulness, teaching everyone that we value truthfulness in our relationships and to ourselves. And eventually, one by one, each person that lives by truthfulness will teach truthfulness in others. Eventually, if we live by this, eventually untruthfulness will be less accepted in society. And these people will have to change. We all want to have a fulfilling, successful, and truly happy life. We want that in our relationships. We want that with our relationships with our family. We want that with relationships with friends, with the business, with coworkers. We want to live in a society that lives by truthfulness. We're tired of lies and deceptions, and it's just time consuming, constantly trying to figure out who's truthful, who's lying, who's deceiving. Lying confuses yourself. It confuses other ones. And once you lie, you lose credibility and you put yourself in harm. When a person lies, they're deluding themselves, and the lies just get bigger and bigger and more confusing to the point where you don't know if you're coming or going anymore. When you lie to yourself, this is what happens to you. When you lie to others, this is what you're doing to others. Truth is first. Intellectual honesty. Intellectual honesty meaning the craving to know the right. Truth is second, is moral honesty, the hunger to live in the right. Let's all strive for a more truthful society, more truthful relationships, and it's starting by being more truthful with yourselves. By doing this one person at a time, we can change. Thank you.